are here underway, 3 minutes away from the kickoff of Seymour at Northview Academy 2024. Here I'm Stephen Justus, your host, here with
Ben Pickel.
And we are here to announce your game for Northview versus Seymour Eagles here today. And here right now, the Cougars are looking for the first win of the season as we have lost back-to-back games. First game at Unicorn 4-21, and second game against Pigeon Forge 34-46.
Seymour's coming off an 0-2 record so far too. It was in the GP and McMinn Central, so should be a good matchup tonight.
This should be a good matchup, Ben. How do you think this game will go?
Hoping we win, but you know, just hoping for a W. Trying to get the first win of the season.
Yeah, that's what we're all hoping for. We're hoping that this team can get it done. As last week, we didn't get the result that we wanted from Pigeon Forge, and Pigeon Forge came in here and they shut up and shut out.
Yep.
So here the Seymour Eagles here.
About to come out.
Now the Northview Cougars about to come out.
Northview in their black uniforms tonight. They look good.
The blackout uniforms. First time in program history we have black uniforms.
Here comes your Northview Cougars.
Here are your Northview Academy Cougars here. Leading your way is number 66, Chris Sherman.
Minute 40.
Also the Seymour Eagles.
Captains are shaking it up right
Seems
now.
like Northview Academy will receive. So here sending out the kickoff unit.
Student section's theme was Jersey Night.
Yes, Jersey Night. They actually ended up changing it from Camo Night to Jersey Night, and it turns out the students weren't too happy about that. So
Nope. We didn't have as many as last week's show out. Seymour brought a big crowd, their theme being Construction Night.
Seymour, yes, they did bring their crowd. They did bring the fans with them. So here, Northview will receive in the first half, and Seymour will defer.
Looks like number 10, Calvin.
Number 10, Calvin Ferguson, and number 14, Aiden Metcalf here for the return for the Northview Academy Cougars. Here for your kickoff, number 40, Jackson Kendall for the kickoff. And here we go. Calvin Ferguson returning, running to the left, cutting up the field, and down near the 35-yard line.
Tackled by number 1, Alec Brown.
So the Cougars here starting off with the ball first on the 35-yard line. First and 10. Sending out the offense here. Looks like we'll have trips right. Here Mason. Rolling out to the right. Throwing down, has a man, and incomplete. Tried to connect with Calvin Ferguson, but could not connect.
Good defense by the Eagles right there.
Yes. Mason had pressure, couldn't get what he wanted. Anyway, second and 10 for the Northview Academy Cougars here on the 35-yard line. Mason. And Mason keeping Down the field, running is Mason Phillips to the 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Cougars.
That's a good start, Steve.
Touchdown, Mason Phillips. That's just what you want here from Northview Academy Cougars. Here for a 65-yard touchdown for Mason Phillips. Man, that's just the drive you just want to put together, isn't it, Ben?
Yep. It's a good start. It's what you just love to have every game. Started off like that at Pigeon Forge, too.
Yeah, it's just a well-put drive for the Northview Academy Cougars here just starting off. Here for the extra point. Dennis DeLeon.
Good. 7-0 Northview. 11:34 left in the first quarter.
Northview Academy starting off with a touchdown. Now we have to keep on going. Seymour's not going to come here just to come here. Seymour's coming here to win. So we cannot let down. Our defense will have to play defense. You know, Seymour, they have some key players out there. They have some studs out there.
Quarterback Madden Guffey back from Bearden.
Madden Guffey, a true stud at quarterback for the Seymour Eagles.
Transferred back from Bearden this year.
Yes, also our running back, Ryan Gibson, man. He does not go down with one tackle. I will tell you that. Here kicking off is Dennis DeLeon for the Northview Academy Cougars. Here to return for Seymour is Alec Brown and Grayson Davis. And here we go. Brown here. Running to the left. Down and
Caught down
a tackle
26
by Marshall Sizemore. Getting the tackle for the Northview Academy Cougars. The senior coming down there and getting the tackle. Here the Seymour Eagles will send out their offense here. Madden Guffey behind the center. Here the Eagles have the ball on the 28-yard line. Guffey checking in with the coaching staff. Guffey snapping, giving it to Gibson. Gibson down the field, running and keeps going down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Seymour Eagles.
He's tough to get down. He's big.
Ryan Gibson.
About a 20-yard run right there.
It's a huge kid right there.
1st down Seymour.
1st and 10 for the Seymour Eagles. And I will tell you, this Northview Academy defense is not getting the result we want on defense. So I will say we have changed it up on defense a little bit. Here, Guffey. Handing off to Gibson. Gibson running to the right. Trying to break a tackle and gets taken down by Northview Academy Cougars. Gets gained about
2 yards.
2 to 1 yards.
2nd 8 here for the Eagles.
Here, the Northview Academy defense, they change it up just about every week. And here we have a new formation here as we have Robert at the middle linebacker. Here, Guffey dropping back. Throwing down the field. Has a man, and that's Jackson Grayton.
On the 27-yard line. Another 1st down for the Eagles.
1st down for the Seymour Eagles, just what they were trying to find down the field. A wide open man. And they have the senior down the field. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Here, Guffey dropping back.
Jump ball.
Trying to find a man. And incomplete. Great defense there from Calvin Ferguson. What a play.
Mason Brown. Big sophomore right there, about 6'3".
Good play from the Northview Academy Cougars right there. Ball on the 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Student section getting loud here. Guffey handing off. Trying to give it up to Josh Gilbert for the gain, but cannot go anywhere. 3rd and 10 for the Seymour Eagles. Here, the Seymour Eagles going trips left. Guffey throwing deep. And interception! Calvin Ferguson down the field. Trying to find somewhere to run. Still up, still going to the right side of the field. Trying to find somewhere to go. Has a man in front. Calvin Ferguson down the field to the 30. 20, 10, touchdown Cougars, 100-yard pick six for Calvin Ferguson. What a play from the Northview Academy Cougars.
Amazing blocking right there.
The block from DJ Thompson himself to score that touchdown. What a play from Calvin Ferguson getting that 100-yard pick six. That's just what you want from a defense. That's what Anderson's been looking for this whole season. This is just what the Cougars have needed. This is a hot start for the Northview Academy Cougars right now.
Great start for the Cougars.
Great start.
Dennis to kick.
Expecting more from this team. This is an amazing start for the Northview Academy Cougars. Let's see if Seymour can do anything about this.
Kick is good. 14-0 Cougars. 8:49 left to play in the first.
14-0, Ben. What are you thinking right now? Just what are you thinking? 14-0.
It's looking nice. We're playing pretty good. That's what you like to see. Great play by Calvin. Great run by Mason to start it off.
Yes.
Just keep it up.
This is just what you want. Just both sides of the ball, just hot right now. Offense going crazy, defense going crazy. We just need to see if we can keep it up, and we're going to see if Seymour can respond to this. You can see the Seymour staff on the other side not too happy of what just happened right there, as they were having a great drive right there and didn't get what they want.
Dennis to kick off.
Number 88, Dennis DeLeon. Kicking off to number 22, Grayson Davis. And number 11, Connor Ogle. Here, down the field, running.
Taken down.
It's Davis down the field. What a play for the Seymour Eagles. Getting the ball down at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Seymour Eagles. Seymour coming back out, trying to respond from the 100-yard pick six. Here's Guffey. Ready to snap. Here, number 24, Gibson, running down the field, chucking a man and going down at the 39-yard line.
Another 15-yard run by Ryan Gibson.
Ryan Gibson having himself a little bit of a day so far. 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Seymour Eagles. 14-0 with 8:20 left in the first quarter. The Seymour Eagles trying to find a way. Here. The Gibson. Gibson down the field. Making a man miss. Taken down at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Northview Cougars. I mean, for the Seymour Eagles. My bad. Ryan Gibson. What a game for the Seymour Eagles right there.
He's a beast.
This man has been going over and over. Man, he will lay his shoulder down if you are in his way. I will say that. He's not going down without a fight. Here, Seymour. And offside start. We have a false start for Northview. Offsides.
Got him with the clap.
Number 77, Aiden DeSpit. Here in motion. Brown running down the field, getting hit. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Tackled by Aiden Metcalf on that play.
Ball on the 11-yard line. The Seymour Eagles trying to punch this one in the end zone right here. Seymour has put a well-put drive. Going trips left on here. Ready to snap. Gibson running up the middle.
Picks up a few yards.
Picks up a gain of 2 to 3 yards. Second and 7 for the Seymour Eagles. Seymour slowly going down this field. Here, Madden Guffey. Snapping. Throwing. Has a man. Jackson Granton. Touchdown.
Good play call right there.
Touchdown, Seymour Eagles.
Fake the handoff to Ryan because they were expecting it. Just threw it right there.
Play action fake for the Seymour Eagles. Just throws it right there.
They're going for it too.
To Granton. What a nice touchdown for the Seymour Eagles, responding from the back-to-back touchdowns from the Northview Academy Cougars. Great job from Seymour.
Jackson Kendall to kick.
Here for the PAT, blocked. Here. What a block by the Northview Academy Cougars. Number 14, Aiden Metcalf with the block.
Metcalf's having himself a defensive game so far.
Aiden Metcalf, the junior, his 3rd year in his program under Coach Anderson.
Has a couple tackles and a field goal block.
So here the Northview Academy Cougars will have to respond to the Seymour Eagles scoring that touchdown from the senior wide receiver. 6-14 with 6:19 left in the first quarter here. Northview Academy up 14-6. Seymour here bringing out the kickoff unit.
Calvin Ferguson and Aiden Metcalf to return. Number 40, Jackson Kendall for Seymour to kick.
Here, will the Northview Academy Cougars respond and get a touchdown? We'll see here. Kickoff. Ferguson catching at the 11. Running, trying to find somewhere, making a juke move. Getting tackled by Reagan Patterson, the senior. Number 14.
Cougars will be on the 21-yard line.
Ball down. The 21, 1st and 10.
Ball's on 22.
Northview Academy Cougars are going to come out here. Here we are in double back formation. Phillips snapping, handing off to Humphrey. Humphrey trying to find somewhere. They got maybe a yard or two for the gain.
Tackle by number 15, Hunter Williams, senior.
2nd and 8 for the Cougars. Ball on the 24. Cougars checking in on the play. Here we're out and spread. Phillips dropping back. Trying to find someone. Has Humphrey. Humphrey cutting up the field. Getting on the side. And that's a tackle by Josh Gilbert. Good tackle there for the Seymour Eagle. That'll be 3rd and 8 for the Northview Academy Cougars. Phillips snapping, handing off to Humphrey. Humphrey getting tackled by number 53, Corey Helton, the sophomore, coming in there getting the tackle for the Seymour Eagles. Just what they needed here. 4th down. Anderson is going for it. He's keeping the offense on the field. Is not sending out the punt team. Cougars checking in on the wristband.
4th and 1.
And did he jump off sides? Northview fans not happy. Phillips snapping, running up straight the middle. QB keep
For the 1st down, Mason
1st
Phillips.
and 10. Mason Phillips, the senior. Mason Phillips for the gain of 3, 4.
3 or 4.
Here, Cougars going trips left. Phillips dropping back. Trying to find the man. Has pressure. That's Humphrey. Humphrey getting hit down at the 38-yard line. Tackle by number 52, Ethan McAndrews. Made by the senior. Northview checking in for the call.
Good 7-yard gain on a 1st down.
2nd and 4, ball on the 42-yard line. Ball on Cougars' 42-yard line. Phillips snapping, handing off to Metcalf, trying to find somewhere to go and gets the 1st down.
Good run.
Good 4-yard pickup for Aiden Metcalf. Getting the 1st down for the Cougars. That'll be 1st and 10. Aiden Metcalf, the hybrid man himself. He'll switch from running back and switch to wide receiver. He can do it all. Aiden Metcalf.
He can tackle, too.
He can tackle. Phillips. Man offsides. That'll be Jackson Granton.
Both teams have got each other with that now. That fake clap.
Man, you got to keep your eyes on the ball at all times. It's been taught since Little League. It's taught in high school, taught in middle school, taught in all divisions. You got to keep your eyes on the ball. Phillips.
Keeps it.
QB keeper. Getting a gain of 3. Tackle by Ethan McAndrews. Number 52, the senior, with another tackle on this drive. Ethan McAndrews for Seymour is having to step up on this on this defense. The linebacker, the senior. Northview checking in for the play. Phillips throwing to Stoles. Stoles with the truck down the field, getting the first down. And that'll be a gain of 6.
Finally taken down by Seth Bell, senior.
Jalen Stoles, we've been waiting for him this whole game. Jalen Stoles, 6'2", 100, actually, what, 210?
Yeah.
Jalen's a big kid, man. He has potential.
Play basketball, too.
Yes, Jalen is an athlete on the court and field. Here, Metcalf getting a gain of about 2 down at the 40-yard line. Here, Josh Gilbert getting the tackle for the Seymour Eagles. Here, the Northview Academy Cougars.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 going trips left. Getting the call in.
40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Here, Phillips. And that's looking like a timeout, Northview Academy. Northview Academy getting together, regrouping the situation of what's going on right now. Anderson trying to find a solution, getting some points on the board. Trying to spread this offense apart. Get some passes here and there. Maybe a little bit of runs. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah. Score 14-6. 38.2 seconds left in the first quarter. The Cougars leading.
And here we have the block from Northview Academy. Aiden Metcalf coming in here on the extra point and blocking it.
And we're back out.
38 seconds left in the first quarter.
2nd and 9.
Ball on Seymour's territory on the 41-yard line. Phillips dropping back, trying to find a man, running to the right, trying to find somewhere, and will run out of bounds.
It's almost a 10-yard loss right there.
Man, you really just don't want to run backwards when you have the football, man. That would be 3rd and 9 for the Northview Cougars. Actually.
About 3rd and 20.
Yeah, about 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17 for the Northview Academy Cougars. Mason Phillips cannot get what he wanted. Ran out of bounds. In those situations, getting the pressure like that, you will have to throw the ball away. You know, it is what it is. But Phillips dropping back, trying to find a man, running, flag on the field, throwing out of bounds. And what is the flag? What is the call on the field? Holding on the offense. Is that going to get called back? Did they decline?
They did decline.
They do decline for the 4th down to get this punt.
It's going to be 4th and 17.
Here for the return, we have number 11, Connor Ogle, and number 3, Eli Sullivan, the senior.
Mason Phillips to punt.
And
good punt.
Great punt from Phillips. Bouncing. Can he get it? And it will go in the end zone for a touchback.
Great punt by Mason.
Great punt from Phillips. Tried to get that on the 1 yard line, but couldn't get what we want. It is what it is.
Where'd he punt that at? The 40?
Yeah, that was about like a 50 to 60 yard punt, I say. Yeah. Ball on the 20 yard line from the touchback.
14.6 seconds left in the first.
Seymour Eagles trying to find a score on this possession. Trying to get redemption from the first 2 possessions of the game. Back-to-back scores for Northview. Since then, Northview has not scored. Here, Guffey. And fake handoff to Gibson. And
Oops.
a gain to 2 to 3.
Yards.
Was it?
5 yards. That'll be the end of your first quarter. Cougars leading 14-6.
First quarter, 14-6. Cougars with a 2nd and 5 on the end. And here, 14-6. What are your thoughts right now, Ben?
We're playing good. Defense is strong. Offense is strong.
I like what I'm seeing right now from the Cougars. Better than last week, I will say. This defense is playing with more, more passion, more intensity. I say they picked up their pace. I say Anderson got these boys, locked in over this last week. Disappointing loss last week from Pigeon Forge as well.
I think if we can contain Seymour's run, we'll be in good shape.
Yes. Our problem was the run game on our defense. It was if we could stop it or if we couldn't.
Defense looks good, though, so.
Defense is looking solid as of right now. Yes, defense is looking solid. Here, beginning of the second quarter. The Seymour Eagles trying to find 6. Here's Guffey. Ready to snap. Fake. And here to Alec Brown. Down near the 50-yard line. Great game for the Seymour Eagles. 1st and 10. Alec Brown, the junior.
Another great fake because Northview's expecting that run from Gibson.
The play-action fake is working well for the Seymour Eagles right now, as that is not their first time doing that, as it has worked multiple times.
That's what they scored their touchdown on.
Here, Seymour going double back, similar to the Northview Academy Cougars. Here in motion. Has a man. That's Grayton. Grayton down, tackled.
Alec Brown.
Tackled by number 77, Aiden DeSpit. Great tackle for the Northview Academy Cougars. Seymour getting a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 in Northview Academy territory. .10:40 left to go in the second quarter. Here, Guffey. Heading off to Gibson. Gibson running, trucking a man, going. Running with Calvin Ferguson and dragging him down to the 22-yard line.
He broke about
Great
5
gain.
tackles.
About a 27-yard gain for the Seymour Eagles. That'll be a 1st and 10. Ryan Gibson, like I said, Ryan Gibson will not go down on his first hit. He'll keep moving them feet. And like I said, he got another gain for another 10 to 12 yards right there. Put the team on his back and got the first down.
Took 4 or 5 people to get him down.
1st and 10 on the 22. Guffey dropping back. Trying to find someone, rolling out to the right, running out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That'll be a gain of 10. or not. That'll be a gain of about 8.
Ball on the 14.
2nd and 2 for the Seymour Eagles. Ball on the 14, Northview Academy territory. Here, Guffey. Handing off to Gibson. Gibson trying to find his man. And down at about the 9 or 10 yard line. Getting a pickup of about 2.
First down for the Eagles.
Ryan Gibson putting the team on his back right there. Getting a 1st and 10.
1st and goal for the Seymour Eagles.
Here, Guffey. Ready to snap. Handing off to Gibson. Gibson to the left. Trying to get in. Does he have it?
I think he's short.
Short down.
A yard short.
At the 1 yard line. That'll be a gain of 9 for Gibson.
He's a beast.
Checking in for Seymour is number 12, Josh Rowe, for the Seymour Eagles. Seymour fighting their way for 6. Here, Seymour handing off to Gibson. Touchdown, Seymour. 12-14. That'll be a 1 yard touchdown by Ryan Gibson, the junior. Getting Seymour on the board again. Getting 6 for Seymour. 12-14. Seymour putting a great drive together. That was about a 60-yard drive from Seymour. 12-14. Great touchdown there from Ryan Gibson, fighting his way in.
Going for 2.
Seymour keeping the offense on the field. Trying to redeem the 2 points. Here, man in motion. Flag on the field.
Delay a game.
It'll be a delay of game. Oh, timeout on the field from the Seymour Eagles. Excuse me.
14-12 Cougars. 8:45 left to play in the 2nd quarter.
So the Seymour Eagles, they were down 14-0. Now they're back up here at 12-14. What do you think right now, Ben, on how the Seymour Eagles are responding to the Northview Cougars from them 2 touchdowns?
We can't stop Ryan Gibson. He's running the ball like a freight train.
Yes, I will say our weakness. It's like every week, it's like, me personally, I feel like the Northview Academy Cougars, there's like one person that is always hot against us.
Can't stop.
Last week it was Aiden Hood, and now here we have Ryan Gibson.
He probably has over 100 rushing yards.
Gibson.
Just in the first half.
He has tree trunks as thighs. That man does not go down on the first hit. Here, Gibson trying to get in and
gets it.
Gets the 2. Ryan Gibson.
That is a tie game here in Kodak, folks. 14-14 with 8:45 left to go in the 2nd.
Ryan Gibson. He is having himself a day here at Northview Academy. Time the game here, 14-14. Seymour here with a comeback. Can the Northview Academy Cougars respond? Here, the 100-yard pick 6 from Calvin Ferguson earlier. That was a great key play for the Northview Academy Cougars. Can Northview respond? We are looking for a score. Seymour has responded back. Seymour has put together a great drive. They went down there 60 yards. Ryan Gibson put the team on his back. Getting a touchdown for the Seymour Eagles. Here, number 40, Jackson Kendall, Kicking off for the Seymour Eagles.
Calvin and Aiden Metcalf to return.
Here, tied up, 14-14 with 8:45 left to go in the second quarter. Jackson Kendall with the kickoff. Here, Calvin Ferguson running to the left, trying to find somewhere. He's going to be tackled by number 8, Andrew Wolf, the junior.
There is a flag.
There's going to be a flag on the play.
Blocking the back on Northview.
It seems like a whole chunk. Seems like a whole chunk of Seymour side is gone, but pretty sure it's just the band.
Yeah, it's just the band.
The band team is a big part. Yes, band team is a big part on both sides for Northview and Seymour. Shout out to the band.
Both of them getting ready for their halftime performances.
Yes, the band puts in hard work during the summer.
Can't wait for this.
Putting in hours after school. Here, Phillips dropping back. Throwing to Metcalf. Metcalf making a move to the right.
It's tackled.
Getting tackled.
A 7 yard gain by Aiden Metcalf.
There's going to be a tackle by number 6, Braden Fisher, the junior.
Braden had 9 tackles last game. Gets McMinn Central.
Braden Fisher coming in hot against Aiden Metcalf. Here, 2nd and 4, ball on 21 with 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
All tied up.
All tied up here. Northview checking in for the play. Phillips, Stoles in motion, handing off to Humphrey. Humphrey bouncing out to the left, getting tripped up
By number 3, Eli Sullivan.
Number 3, Eli Sullivan, getting him tripped up. Here, Northview Academy, first down. Ball on the 24-yard line. Here in double back. Phillips handing off to Humphrey. Humphrey going up. Trying to get more yards.
Good
Getting
game.
tackled by number 19, Seth Bell. Great gain for the Northview Academy Cougars. First and 10, ball on the 38-yard line. Phillips heading off to Metcalf and can't find the gain and is wrapped up by number 14, Reagan Patterson, the senior, getting a tackle for the Seymour Eagles. The Cougars here trying to move the ball up the field very slowly but surely, trying to see if they can get 6 here on the board. 2nd and 9, ball on 39 with 6:20 left to go in the second quarter. Here, Metcalf getting the ball, getting slammed down by number 14, Reagan Patterson.
Another tackle for Reagan Patterson, the senior.
Here, Aiden Metcalf getting a good gain of about 8 yards for the Northview Academy Cougars, 3rd and 1. Ball on the 47-yard line. Phillips checking in here. Cougars out. Spread formation. Phillips snapping the ball. Running up the middle. Phillips trying to find somewhere to go. Moving out to the left is Mason Phillips getting a gain.
First down Cougars.
Getting a good gain for the Northview Academy Cougars. 1st and 10. Ball on the 50. Mason Phillips absolutely showing off for the Northview Academy Cougars, using them legs. Phillips dropping back. Throwing to Stoles. Stoles lowering the shoulder, trying to find a gain.
It's about 6 yards.
Alec Brown defending Jalen Stoles right there. It'll be 2nd and 4, ball on the 44-yard line in Eagle territory. Cougars checking in on play call. Phillips running out to the left, trying to get a gain. Number 0, Grattan. Cougars cannot get what they wanted right there on that play.
3rd and 3.
Getting a gain of about 1. It's Jackson Grattan on the play. Here in the backfield, Humphrey and Metcalf. Here, handing off to Metcalf. Metcalf
Good gain.
getting a gain about
Another
2 to
tackle,
3.
Another tackle by Reagan Patterson. He's on fire. There's about 6 or 7 tackles, probably just
And
this
that'll be
quarter.
a 1st and 10 for the Northview Academy Cougars. Here, with 4:40 left in the 2nd quarter, all 14 tied up. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 40. Seymour territory. Phillips dropping back, trying to find the man. Running out to the left. Throwing down the field. Trying to find Jalen Stoles. Did Jalen Stoles catch that?
Incomplete.
That'll be incomplete. Phillips moving out to the left, trying to find a pass intended for number 6, Jalen Stoles.
Jalen double teamed on that.
Jalen having 2 people on him right there. Tried to make the second effort catch right there. Getting the little tip. Great effort there by Jalen. Couldn't get what he wanted. 2nd and 10. Here. Trying to find a man. Here Stoles getting wrapped up. That'll be number 14.
Reagan
Another
Patterson.
tackle for Patterson. The senior is having an amazing day on the defensive side of the ball right now. Patterson, I feel like that's about his, 7th tackle of the night?
Maybe just this quarter.
Like, yeah, you might be right on that one. I ain't gonna lie. Northview Academy Cougars. 3rd and 9. Ball on the 39-yard line. With 3:30 left here to go in the 2nd quarter. Phillips dropping back, running out to the left. Trying to find a man, throwing. Out of bounds. Intended for number 4, Parker Dowd. And number 6, Braden Fisher. Deflecting the ball. Out of bounds. The Cougars trying to get a pass play right there. Here it'll be 4th and 9. Looks like we're going to bring out the punt team out here. Northview Academy Cougars here punting the ball is Phillips.
Let's have another good punt.
And punting down to return. Alec Brown. They're just going to wave that one off, and the Cougars are going to get the ball down near the 22-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Seymour Eagles. Here, 14-14, with 3:13 left in the 2nd quarter.
Seymour football.
Seymour football. Trying to find an answer. Trying to get the lead right here before the half. See if they can get 6. Here. Guffey. Looks like the Eagles in a spread formation. Throwing
To Connor.
to number 11. Connor Ogle trying to find a way. And it's tackled up.
By number 15, Lake
Number
Phillips.
15, Lake Phillips. That's the junior. Lake Phillips. Hurt himself a day. Here, Guffey. Dropping back is Guffey, trying to find a man, rolling out to the right, going down the field, trying to make a move, and that's a tackle by number 34, Corday Keeley.
Great hit right there.
Corday Keeley, the young sophomore, get some action. His first year, get some playing time under Anderson. He's looking pretty good out there.
Big old strong sophomore.
You ain't kidding. That kid is strong.
Going to have a big next 2 years.
Yes.
Especially if he keeps growing.
Yes. Corday Keeley, a name to look out for in the future for Northview Academy football. Here, Madden Guffey. Handing off to Gibson. Gibson running. Finding more. Still running. Taken down by Corday Keeley. Great gain for the Seymour Eagles. That'll be a gain of about 20 yards. 20 to 30 yards for the Seymour Eagles. Ryan Gibson, another huge gain by him. He's playing amazing tonight. Cougar defense struggling to stop Gibson. Guffey dropping back. Looking and incomplete.
We got a flag on the play.
Intended for number 0, Jackson Grayton.
Holding on the Eagles. Be coming back.
That'll be a holding call on the Eagles. Here, 1:38 left in the second quarter.
Seymour up 1st and 20 from the 45-yard line.
First and a mile. Seymour here to snap. Motion is Brown. Handing off to Gibson. Gibson up the left. Running down the field to the 20. Down near the 15-yard line. Will be down at about the 16-yard line.
First down, Seymour.
Big gain.
Another big game from Ryan Gibson.
Ryan Gibson having himself a day. Tackled by Marshall Sizemore. Gibson is just having himself a day. Once again, another big gain. He's had about himself about 3 to 5 times of about 20-plus yard gains.
With a lot of yards.
A lot of yards for Gibson. A lot of yards. Here. Running. Gibson to the right side. Trying to find somewhere to go. Getting pushed out of bounds by number 10, Aiden Metcalf. And number 1, Marshall Sizemore. He'll be out. He'll be out at about the 5-yard line.
First and goal for the Eagles.
The Eagles.
53 seconds left in the half. The Eagles do get ball after halftime.
Can the Eagles find something right here? For 6. Gibson running in. Getting swarmed by a bunch of Cougars for a gain of
Probably
about 1.
2.
Here, checking in for Northview, number 6, Jalen Stoles. Checking out, number 77, Aiden the Spit. And here we have a timeout from the Seymour Eagles.
24 seconds left.
Here to reevaluate the last 24 seconds of this first half.
How are you feeling so far, Steve?
Feeling amazed, feeling, ups and downs for this team. Started off 14-0. Seymour then hustling their way back, got 6-14. Then eventually 12-14, and then got the 2 points by Ryan Gibson. And man, Gibson is having himself a night. He's had multiple big games on the Cougar defense, and he's not done yet.
This is a good football game.
This is a great football game. Both teams trying to find their first win of the season. Both teams 0-2.
And it's an in-county game, so
yes.
There's lots of bragging rights.
Yes, a lot of bragging rights. For the next year, you get bragging rights. County rival game right here.
Seymour with the ball. 4-yard line.
Here. 2nd and goal. Handing off to Gibson. Touchdown, Seymour. Ryan Gibson for 6. That'll be a 4-yard touchdown for the Seymour Eagles. 20-14. Seymour.
He's having himself a night.
Gibson is not done. As I said earlier, he's just starting. Ryan Gibson here. They're going for a 2-point conversion. Going to the right is number 0, Jackson Grayton. And he got the 2-point conversion, hustling his way in for the Seymour Eagles. Your score, 22-14, Seymour Eagles on top.
20 seconds left in the first half.
20 seconds left. Last week, we were in a situation where we had 55 seconds left, 53 seconds left. I was here with Dylan talking about the evaluation of the 2-minute drill, 1-minute drill. I mean, they practice this all the time during the summer and then after school, like all the time. And this is where it comes in.
See what we can do.
Let's see if this will come into play, the 2-minute drill.
How about the 20-second drill?
Yes, the 20-second drill. Last week, we used about 52, I say about 50 seconds, like 53 seconds, and we had 3 seconds spare.
Our first drive of the game, we scored in about 30 seconds. So
let's see if we can use these 20 seconds wisely.
And we also have 2 timeouts. So
here to return, number 14, Aiden Metcalf, and number 10, Calvin Ferguson.
Jackson Kendall to kick for Seymour.
Seymour getting shut out in the beginning, and now they are leading 22-14, having their first true lead of the game. Kendall kicking off. Here's Ferguson catching at the 19, trying to find somewhere to go, breaking a tackle, still up, still going, and he'll get swarmed by a bunch of Eagles right there.
Finally taken down by number 85, Noah Bohannon.
Noah Bohannon. Shout out Noah Bohannon, a former classmate of mine. I know Noah. Yes, both of us. I know Noah from way back in the day. He's a real one, true one. So, out here playing football for Seymour. Here, the Northview Academy Cougars with 10 seconds left to spare. Can we do something right here? Mason Phillips. Here, going trips right.
Flag on the play.
And looks like we have some miscommunication going on. Going to be a flag on the field.
Delay a game on Northview.
Delay a game.
Timeout on Northview.
Northview now. Going to reevaluate.
Coach Anderson's going to talk to the offense. Hopefully playing something out so we can score right here.
10 seconds left. This is something you don't see much. I mean, every once in a while you'll see a team that try to score within 10 seconds left. Let's see if Coach Anderson can do it. We saw it last week when we had 50 seconds. But now it's 10.
You think he'd take a knee right here?
Down on touchdown. We honestly do not have nothing to lose going for it on here.
It's true. I think he goes for it.
I think we go for it on here. The Cougars need this one right here. Here with 10 seconds left in the first half. Seymour up 22-14. First and 15. Ball on the 23-yard line. Northview ball. Phillips. In motion. Number 6, Stoles. Phillips running out to the left. Cutting up. Back to the right. Trying to find a man running up the field. And we'll run out of bounds.
With 1.4 seconds left.
1.4 seconds left. Phillips. Getting a good gain for the Northview Academy Cougars. Getting a gain of 20 yards. Like I said, Phillips, if he does not find anyone down the field, he will use his legs. In motion. Stoles. Huge block right there. Phillips trying to find someone. And just throws down the field. Incomplete.
And that's your first half with the Seymour Eagles leading 22. Your Northview Cougars 14.
Yes. Seymour up by 8 at the end of the first half. Ben, what are your thoughts here? Seymour up.
I think we need to get a stop when Seymour comes back out with the ball. We need to contain the run better.
Yes, I feel like we need to. We really need to contain number 24, Ryan Gibson. He's having himself a day, looking like a Heisman Trophy winner out there.
He has lots of yards.
Gibson, when he gets hit the first time, he does not go down, and he will keep going. Yes, here. 22-14, Seymour up. Here at halftime. We'll see you later.
ladies and gentlemen, the Seymour High School Marching Band. The Seymour Band.
Captain Kate Provenza. Additional leaders include Yolana Selyukova, Abby Terry, Allie Loveday, Caleb DeBond, and Chase Letterman. The band will be performing a portion of their halftime show, All Hallows Eve. Selections will include Come Little Children with a solo by Yelena Selyukova, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and Dance Don's McCove. Drum major Emma DeGroot, is your band ready? Northview Academy Band, you may take the field for your performance. ladies and gentlemen, the band would like to say a big thank you to Seymour First Baptist Church for tonight's pregame meal. The band would also like to thank their sponsors, American 24-Hour Door,
All right, we are back here for the second half. Seymour got the lead 22-14, and Dennis De Leon here with the kickoff. And the ball is going to be taken at the 16-yard line. And the tackle is going to be made at the 26. So I got Corbin Guzman here with me. Corbin, how did you feel about the first half?
We played pretty good on the first half, honestly. I feel like we weren't expecting much of a, competition out of Seymour, but they really came out and made this game pretty close right now. I mean, we had a 14-point lead at one point, and Seymour just came back at us.
Yeah, they did, early on with the interception, returned over 100 yards, and then the big run by Mason Phillips before that. It looks like the Cougars had some pretty smooth sailing, but the Eagles have done a really good job to get a 22-14 lead. Ooh. And right there on that last play was a sack by number 69, Blake Wynn. And that's going to make it second down and quite a bit for the Seymour Eagles. I know one of the issues the Cougars had last week was defense. They've strengthened up the defense right now, and we're going to see what they can do in the second half. So it's going to be 2nd and 21, and they're going to take the pitch. Ooh. And he barrels over a defender to about the 30-yard line, gets quite a bit of yards back. And that was Gibson on the carry for Seymour, and that's still going to be 3rd down and right at about 7. Okay, Seymour, 3rd down, 7. He's going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to go right up the middle, and he's going to get the first down to the 49-yard line. Antoine Humphrey slowed him down there. What kind of adjustments do you think that they were looking for at halftime Coach Anderson would have talked about?
Honestly, I think just some of the adjustments they were making is just like good defense once again. Like the last game, the Pigeon Forge team really used this jet sweep play, and I think, again, like you said earlier, the defense has gotten a lot stronger since then.
Yeah, and they definitely made some adjustments this week in the preparations for this game. They made some changes in the linebacker area, and so far this drive, they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, they're holding them back pretty well.
Seymour's got it 2nd down and 12. They're going to have the ball at the 39-yard line. Northview in a 3-man front. Another handoff. That one's going to go to about the 41. Not much on that play either.
Down pretty quick on that one.
Yeah, he was down really quick. Looks like the tackle was made by number 52 for the Cougars. So it's going to be 3rd and 11, only 1 yard on that play. So down front right here, we got Archer Laney on the left. Nose tackle, Blake wins in the nose tackle. Let's see if the Cougars can bring the heat or if the Eagles can convert here on 3rd and 11. And they're going long.
Going for the big pass.
And it's completed. And that's a touchdown for the Eagles.
Slips just barely away.
Yeah, he slipped it right through there. It was a great pass by the quarterback. And I honestly thought the play was pretty well covered, but he threaded it right through.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to put the score at 28-14. Not the way you really want to start this half, but it's an early 3rd quarter here, 8:37 left, And we'll see if they line up for 2. They're going to line up for the extra point. And the kick is blocked. Let's see if it did not get through.
Almost blocked. I think that was Aiden Metcalf going for that block. He got really close to that ball.
They really came right around the corner there. And I think that's the second time that that's happened today. I have been on the field for the most of the part of the first half, so there were certain places I could not see very well. But good job by the Cougars of holding the damage a little bit there. If you were going to come out here in the beginning of this offense for the third quarter, what would you do?
Passing, all day passing. We need something big here, honestly, and I would pass it. And if it gets to moments that are sketchy, I mean, run the ball, get that first down real quick. But I say we need to get some points up on that board.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right on that. Get the ball in the air. You can even use those smart, just short passes, even catch Seymour off guard. But Seymour right now, 28 unanswered points. If you're a Cougar fan, that's not what you wanted to see. It's not really what you expected to see at the start of the first 5 minutes of this game. Seymour's going to be kicking off. Looks like it's going to be number 10, Holyfield. And it's going to be a short kick, and they're going to let it go out of bounds. And that ball will be taken at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Normally, Calvin Ferguson's back there. That might have been a strategic play there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and kick it out of bounds and let him start at the 35, especially after the start that Ferguson's had today.
Right, yeah.
So Northview's coming back out here. Phillips still in at quarterback. Metcalf looks like he's going to line up in the backfield. And Humphrey as well.
See what we can do right here.
And Phillips ran for his life there, and he's going to lose quite a few yards. Right about 9 yards is what it looks like it'll be. And
yeah, it looked like a little juggle on the hands when he got the ball.
Yeah, I need to make sure they get the get it clean. 2nd and 21, so he lost quite a bit there. You feel like here on 2nd and 21 that you need to try to just get it right away, or try to just chip away little pieces?
Man, if it's me, right now I would run it, and then, in this moment, see, it looks like they're trying to pass it.
And he gets sacked again. If he could have bought some time there, Antoine Humphrey had a hole, and I think they might have been looking for him. But the offensive line's going to have to work a little bit more together. It's going to be 3rd and 30 for the Cougars.
Yeah, right here is just one of those moments where you kind of just have to go big.
Yeah, this right here, like you said, big play is what they're going to look for. And if it's an incomplete pass, then it's an incomplete pass, and it'll be time to punt. Phillips still in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers. Humphrey in the backfield. Metcalf in motion. And he is going to go long, but he's going to be sacked for the 3rd consecutive play all the way back to the 5-yard line. So not the start the Cougars wanted here on offense. They're actually marked the ball at the 6, and it's 4th down. And they'll have to get all the way to the 45-yard line to get the first down.
Man.
So it's going to be about 4th down and 38. It's not a statistic you hear very often, and it's not a stat we want to talk about very much. But it looks like Phillips is on the punt, and he is standing right about 1 yard from the back of the end zone.
Go.
And they bring the heat, and that kick.
Lands right about the 39. Let's see. No. And it's dropped.
They're going to take it about the 37. Going to depend on where the spot is as Northview downs that ball, and it will be on the 37-yard line. Seymour, great field position to take over. Corbin, are you excited about any college football games tomorrow?
Honestly, I haven't been paying much to college football. Honestly, I've been looking at the NFL games, just like today, the Chiefs and Ravens games. I mean,
yeah, there's actually a game on right now in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Oh, yes, I did hear about that.
I don't know the score of it. I haven't looked at it, but it's the first game ever in South America. And I know it's a big deal in Brazil because there's actually a lot of American football fans down there. We got a timeout here on the field. Oh. So the Cougars are definitely going to use this timeout to make some changes. Seymour looks like they have a player down on the field. He might be cramping up. Yeah, we were just talking about the game in Brazil. It's the Packers and Eagles, 6-0 right now. Started the second.
Packers in the lead.
Yeah, and actually I read something about that game the other day that one of the Eagles players actually lived in Brazil.
Oh, wow, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, he's American, but he did, I think, a year and a half on a mission, maybe. Okay, Seymour, we're back to action here. Man in motion, and they're going to go to number 1, and he is going to have a first down, and he's going to be out of bounds. Probably right at a 15-yard gain for the Eagles. That is Jackson Gratton.
Yeah, and again, that looked like that jet sweep play that Pigeon Forge used on us last game, and that just got him the first down. Our defense kind of struggles with that one a little bit.
And that's actually going to be brought back. Looks like a hold. So a good break there for the Cougars to have. You hate to see that if you're a Seymour fan. I mean, such a positive play. And the referees are going to mark it off right now of where the ball is going to be spotted. Ooh. And they officially say holding now. So that's a spot foul, and it'll be first down and about 8 yards, 7.5 or 8. Ball's on the 35-yard line. 6:03 here in the third quarter. And there's the handoff.
Oh, and he's just going through.
Still going, bulldozed his way down to the about 24-yard line. Hard running there by number 24. Is that Gibson?
Ryan Gibson.
Big run there for the Eagles. Ran right up the middle, and when they can have that success, they're just going to keep doing it. So right now, the Eagles are in no hurry here to make any quick play calls. They're just going to bleed the clock down as much as they can. We're down to almost 5 minutes.
It's like they try to run it again. Big.
Do any of you guys have an iPhone charger? No?
And then few yards on that play, maybe 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 18. So the Eagles in the red zone now. See what they can do in this spot. Seymour lining up in the shotgun, single back to the left. And that's a low snap, and he's going to hand the ball off.
Oh, and he's still running it.
And he's going to barrel his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seymour. He should have been stopped for a loss there.
Yeah.
And same thing, hard running. Just as the previous play, it's going to be 34-14 Seymour.
Yeah, it looked like number 13, DJ Thompson. I mean, he was right there in front of the end zone. He almost had him down.
So Seymour going to go for the extra point here.
Come on, Coach Green, pull your head out.
So Northview's going to bring, and that kick is going to be good. So that's going to extend the lead to 35-14 for Seymour. 4:30 left here in the third quarter. So, Corbin, you play baseball.
Yeah.
How do you think, the success you guys had last season, how do you think that's going to transfer over this year for the Cougars?
Honestly, I think it's going to transfer on pretty well. I mean, at practice, Coach Randalls is always talking about how he's really excited about this group of kids and the potential and talent that they have. And we did lose some seniors last year, like Kieran and Sean, guys that can't pound on the mound with really fast pitches. But we have a really good set of players this year.
Yeah, I know. I've been following, all Cougar sports for a long time. And Northview baseball, I think, is just coming to be a really big sport. District champions last year. I was so excited about last year, happy with the way it ended. And I'm ready for it this year. Here's the kickoff by Seymour. And it's going to go to the 19-yard line. This is Calvin Ferguson, and he's going to be taken down about the 25. Ferguson, huge game today. Let's see if the offense will get him involved. Hopefully right here we can get Mason protected and keep out of trouble with sacks. He's going to come out in the shotgun. Humphrey is his single back. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Looks like Marshall Sizemore is to the top. And that pass is going to go to Aiden Metcalf. And Metcalf's going to make it to the 34-yard line. And he's going to be about 1.5 yards short. It's going to be second and short.
Let me put my phone in here, please.
And there's a penalty flag. And we're going to see what that is. It's going to be a face mask on Seymour, personal foul. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Cougars. And that's going to put Northview in really good field position on the 50-yard line.
Wow.
So that's Phillips. He's going to give it to Humphrey. Humphrey head of steam here. Great vision.
Great run by Humphrey.
All the way to the 30. Antoine Humphrey, 20-yard gain. That's the burst right there you needed.
Yeah. They tried to bring him down early, but Antoine pulled a stiff arm on one of their players, actually, and scrambled his way out of the mess.
They're going to line up quick right here. About 3:45 left here in the third. 21-point game, but there's plenty of time left. Handoff to Humphrey again, and he's going again. And that should be a horse collar.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if it was called. I don't see it, but regardless, it's a first down. Antoine Humphrey's one of those guys. His size, he looks smaller than he really is.
Yeah.
But he is so fast, hard to take down. Metcalf now on the handoff to the 25. And that will be, or no, I'm sorry, about the 16. And that's going to be second down and 7 for the Cougars. They're about to approach the 3-minute mark. Metcalf in motion. Here's the keep. Phillips is going to go down to about the 3. That'll be 1st and goal for Northview.
And this right here is just what the Cougars need. I mean, with Seymour's lead, this will bring us back alive if we get this right here.
Yeah, this is a big, big possession for the Cougars. They got lined up down here, DJ Thompson and Jalen Stoltz at the bottom of the formation. And Phillips is going to keep it. It looked like he tripped over his own man.
Yeah.
And I can't tell who that was.
Looks like
it was Antoine Humphrey, I think. He didn't lose any yards, didn't gain any, so no harm done. One of the fans in the crowd said the Seymour defense is getting winded, and they are. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 4. Phillips, handoff up the middle. Humphrey.
We got
He's in there. Touchdown, Cougars.
He's just one of those guys where you can hand him the ball and he'll squeeze into any gap possible to get that touchdown.
He had a big, big hole to run through there, and he took full advantage. So we're going to see if Northview is going to go for 2. Looks like they are going to go for 2. De Leon, that's an easy kick, but you're down by this much. You might as well go for it. And they're going to it looks like he's going to be about a yard short. It was a good call, I thought, because they were sold on Humphrey, just a yard short. It's going to be 35-20 right now. 2:11 left in the 3rd quarter. But a great drive there by Northview to answer. So we were talking about Cougar baseball before that. You know, we've got coming up pretty soon Cougar basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Men's and women's. And that's another sport that we're going to be looking forward to. And also, if you guys aren't aware, we've got volleyball going on a couple times a week. Volleyball team, come out, support them. Golf team as well. We got a really good golf team. Come check them out. And girls soccer. So there's a lot of things going on here at Northview Academy. So Dennis De Leon's going to line up here to kick it to the Eagles. See if the Cougars, I'm sure they've made some adjustments on defense here in the last series. We'll see as De Leon lines up to kick it. And that kick is going to be taken. It's going to bounce. And that's a dangerous play.
Oh, and they get him down.
It looked like Parker Dowd got him at about the 21. Really dangerous play by the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't afford that bouncing right there when those guys are coming straight at you. I mean, we did a great job on that.
So the refs are having a meeting right here. I'm going to see what the call is. A personal foul against Northview. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. And that will probably take the ball to about the 30, somewhere between the 35 and 37, depending on where they marked him down at. 37-yard line. So I think we see the huddle here. I don't think Seymour, once again, they're not going to be any hurry to any hurry-up offense. This is just going to be slow and methodical. 2 running backs here in the shotgun. They're going to talk this one over real quick. Play clock's down to 7. He's going to let it run all the way to 1 before they snap it. And there's a handoff. Gang tackled by the Cougars. And that looked like that was number 24 again, Gibson, who had a big series on the last possession for the Eagles. So it looks like some defensive adjustments have been made.
Yeah, looks like number 0 came in, Jackson Gratton on Seymour's side.
And looking at Gratton, it looks like he's going to line up at tight end for the Eagles. Seymour, 3 receivers in the shotgun. Oh, no. A fumble.
Oh, and it's a fumble.
And it looks like Northview, and they have recovered. The quarterback and the running back had the same idea, and luckily for the Cougars, that was the right idea. So Northview going to take over on the 36, about the 36 and a half. And that's the breaks you need right there.
Oh, yeah, that puts them in a great position right there.
So Phillips is back out here at quarterback again. Stoltz and Ferguson at the top of the screen as the receivers. Humphrey at Metcalf are the running backs again. DJ Thompson at the bottom of the screen. There's a handoff. Faked it. And this is Phillips on the keep, and that's a play that is designed for him, and he's going to pick up quite a few yards to about the 25. They're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Northview. Phillips, the handoff. He's going to make it down to the 25. And that was Metcalf on the carry. Cougars are just going to line right back up. And there's a flag. And that one's going to go against Seymour. And this one's going to back it all the way down. Another 1st down. This one's going to go to about the 13 or so. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called. And if you're Northview, you can't be much happier. Looked like the Eagles, with that touchdown to start the half, the wind kind of got knocked out of the Cougar faithful. And then, a big play with the touchdown and then a big play here.
Oh, yeah.
This is major momentum change. And you just, minute 9 left. Chip away little by little. A lot of time left. If you're in this spot right here, would you just run the ball with a minute left or just try to get it in as quick as possible?
I would run it. I mean, we've been running it for a little bit now, and our running has gotten better throughout the second half. I mean, we've gotten some pretty good yardage with that.
Yeah, downhill running in the second half, and it's worked so well. Like you said, it's kind of hard to go away from it. Metcalf can run the ball well. Phillips, can keep it and run well. And then Humphrey, we've seen him. All three. You got a triple threat there. And Phillips looking for somebody, and that's going to be a hold probably. He goes to the end zone, and it's incomplete. But it looked like there was a hold. I don't know who it was, but it is against the Cougars. It might have been Chris Sherman. I would have to see a replay. I'm not sure. So that's going to back Northview up 10 yards. And I highly doubt that Seymour's going to decline that penalty, so it'll still be 1st down. 1st and 20 from the 23. Phillips handoff there. Metcalf's going to get about 2-3 more yards after contact, and he's going to be down to about the 18. It's going to be 2nd down and 15. This will probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and this is where you really have to decide if you want to pass it or run it. And Looks like they're going to run it.
And they did the fake handoff again. And Phillips, another keep to the left. And it was a good play call because they were sold on Metcalf. And that will be third down, but it's going to be third and very manageable. Ball's on the 12-yard line. They need to make it to the 4 to get the first down. Two running backs. And then, perfect
and he
pass.
Is wide open.
Jalen Stoltz there takes it in for the touchdown. That was a brilliant play call by the Cougars because Seymour was lined up for Humphrey and Metcalf. Jalen Stoltz, perfect play call. So that's going to cut the lead to 35-26. De Leon on for the extra point to make it a one-possession game. And De Leon's kick looked like was blocked. So the score right now, 35-26, 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. But there's a lot of time left in this game and a lot to be happy about if you're a Cougar fan. So De Leon's here, and he's getting ready to kick it to Seymour. We're going to see if they can do the same thing they did on the last series and try to get them pretty deep to about the 20-yard line and hopefully have the same outcome. Pin them deep and then let mistakes take over. And De Leon's going to kick it short and out of bounds. And that's going to be a penalty. They'll start it at the 35. I think for the Cougars, that's a strategic play. And we will see Seymour momentarily at the 35-yard line. You know, I was thinking today, we have students from Seymour who come to Northview to do certain classes.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I wonder if Seymour students who come here actually play football, do they wear their jerseys in Northview? I've never noticed it.
I have class with some of them, and it didn't look like they were. I did not see any.
There's Gibson on the run all the way down into Northview territory to the 46. The 48, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I just had that random thought because I think last year when they didn't play Northview, they had their games on or their jerseys on during game day.
I couldn't imagine what it'd be like. At that point, that's just like wearing a Alabama jersey in Knoxville,
Yeah, it would be like going to class at University of Tennessee and then wearing the Alabama jersey. I'll tell you, when I was in high school, I went to Gatlinburg-Pittman. This was a long time ago. It was before Northview was a high school. But I remember when we played the Seymour Eagles, it was the big game of the year. It was the last game of the year. And I know a lot of Seymour fans will remember that as well. It was always a big rivalry, and I'm really glad to see Northview and Seymour, being able to be a rivalry and, get out on the field like this. All the county teams, I just really enjoy this. I think it's good for all the schools.
Yeah, and not only is it a rivalry for football, but baseball as well. I mean, you get in those games against Seymour where we're just fighting for that spot in the regional tournament, and it gets pretty amped up in those stadiums.
Yeah, and the Seymour baseball and Northview baseball, that is a big rivalry, and there's so much in common. You know, there's so many common parts to the game. And we're back Seymour now, start of the fourth quarter, the handoff. The Northview defensive line was ready there. Caden Martin there on the tackle for the Cougars. It's going to be 2nd and 10, no gain. Seymour still in no hurry. And I'm going to watch and see how low and they snap it right here.
They're running
again. Gibson right up the middle. And if it works, you know, you gotta go with it.
Yeah.
That's going to be 3rd down and 1. We'll see if what the Cougars do here on 3rd down. I'm not a betting man, but I would say they're going to run it right up the middle again.
It's doing them pretty well, honestly. Yep.
And
there it is again.
And, I mean, he's going to get the first down, but he didn't get as much there, maybe about 3. I think Seymour's goal right now is just to run the clock down. And once they mark the ball, the clock's going to start. So we're at 10.5 minutes here, 35-26. Northview right now defensively. The secondary looks like it's Metcalf, Thompson, and Sizemore. I don't have my binoculars to see the far side from here with the black jerseys on. Once again, same play, and he's going to get outside.
Number 15, Lake Phillips, just chasing that guy down and finally getting him down, thankfully.
Yeah, he took Phillips there for about a 2 or 3 yard ride. If Phillips wouldn't have been there, he would have made it a lot farther than what he did. 1st and 10 on the 22. Looks like they're going to audible. And looks like timeout going to be called. Now they're going to call a false start. So Seymour, penalty there. They're going to go back 5 yards. I know the Eagles don't like getting penalties, and no team likes penalties, but they ran a lot of time off the clock right there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of time off the clock. So, you know, you lose 5 yards, but you also lose 30 seconds to your advantage. So I think they'll be happy to take the ball 1st and 15 on the 27-yard line. And Gibson again, handoff. And the Cougars do a good job there of stopping him. Gang tackled probably about 4 or 5 guys down there in the pile. And we'll see where they mark it. Looks like about the 25-yard line. Timeout Northview. It's going to be 2nd and 13 when we get back to the action here in a minute. You know, one of the positives about this game, as both a player and a fan down here, is that last game against Pigeon Forge, the heat.
Yeah.
That heat was miserable last week.
Oh, yeah.
I know I was down on the field early in the game, and I think it was over 105.
Yeah, and, I mean, when you're watching, you really just can't put yourself in the heat in those pads. You just don't know what it's like until you're actually out there. I mean, they're just cooking in those pads.
Yeah, and normally, I don't know, a lot of people that are watching know this, but these fields have a rubber base to them, and they're consistently about 10 to 13, 15 degrees hotter than outside temperature, so it's really hot. So the quarterback here going to keep. He faked the handoff, and he is going to get stuffed.
Oh, yeah.
No gain there. And right now, Seymour's MO is just to take the clock down as much as possible. 3rd and 13 coming up. Do you think they're just going to go 4 downs here? I don't know if Seymour – I don't know enough about their special teams if they can make a field goal from here. This would be about a 42-yard field goal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Just like earlier, it looks like they missed one of the field goals earlier, so I'm not sure what their special teams would do.
They're going to run it up the middle, and there's a fumble right there. And he's going to be at the 20-yard line, but it's going to be 4th down.
It's like Connor Ogle on the Seymours.
And by the time they snap this play clock, or by the time they snap the ball as low as the play clock goes, it'll be 7 minutes. Looks like a special guest might be coming up here in a few minutes. It's going to be 4th down and 9 on the 21-yard line. I don't think that Seymour's going to do anything else but do what they've been doing for the last quarter, just run the ball. And they were going to go for a pass, and false start, looks like. And that's going to back them up to 4th and 14.
Ooh.
They're in a tough position right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do.
And it's like we said, that's about, from that position, about a 42-yard field goal. And then if you punt, your chances of pinning them are not that great, you know.
Yeah, this is a really tough situation for Seymour right here.
So I think they're doing the right thing by going for it. They've got the lead. They got nothing to lose except for that right there. Came on the corners. Northview, big play there. Lake Phillips made a big tackle earlier on in this drive, and he ends the drive on a positive note. Northview's going to have the ball back. 6:29 left, down by 9. There's plenty of time left. A touchdown here. And they really don't even have to go for an onside kick.
Yeah, I mean.
Necessarily.
They have time, too.
Yeah, 6:29. There's a lot of time. And the way the Cougar offense runs, they're not going to take a lot of time off the clock. So Seymour just penalized illegal substitution. Northview's going to have the ball 1st and 5 on the 38. So Phillips is going to hand the ball off. Big run here. Great vision.
Nice.
Aiden Metcalf into Northview territory, or into Seymour territory to the 45-yard line. So Phillips is going to keep the ball and get about 4.
Looks like Marshall Sizemore comes out of the field.
Yeah, Marshall Sizemore stepped in this year for the Cougars, taking the place of Kieran Dermaz back there, paying homage to him by wearing the same number.
Yeah. I mean, they were good baseball buddies, too. And that's one thing about Marshall is not only does he play football and is exhausted after the day, but still shows up to the baseball practices. And
yeah, Marshall's one of those guys he gives it his all every time he's on the field. And I can't tell who's down. Looks like cramping again is an issue today as it was last week. But it's like we said, the heat's not as bad today, thankfully.
yeah, it looks like number 55, Dalton Sellers.
Northview got the ball 2nd and 6. Phillips back to throw, and he's
it's gonna be
going
a
for
big
it.
throw.
Oh, and it's lucky play there that one wasn't intercepted.
Oh, yeah.
Very lucky play. It's going to be 3rd down. And I know me and you both up here sigh of relief
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah, we're very fortunate for that not to be an interception. That was very close.
I don't really think it was even a bad throw. I think Seymour just had it really well covered. I think Northview, best chance right here. Well, they're going to hand off, it looks like. No, Phillips is going to keep. And he's going to be tackled by number 53 for Seymour. And that is Helton.
See, it looks like another player down on the field for Seymour.
Yeah, more.
Looks like another one of those cramps.
I don't know. I didn't really pay much attention to the heat today. Might have been in the high 80s. But still, it's early season, early September. I don't think there's going to be a whole long time left for cramping. These players have been out playing since July. I mean, they've been conditioning for a long time. So, but you get into the moment, and it definitely something that happens. So 4th and 4 here. Northview really needs to get this.
Yeah, we got to see what they can do here.
Phillips with a hard count, trying to draw him off sides. Humphrey handed off, and they've got it. Antoine Humphrey, 1st down for Northview. And I feel like Humphrey is the guy to give the ball to right there. Ice cold.
Yeah.
Ice cold on that play.
Yeah, you can always put him in tough situations, and he really gets the team out of it.
And right there, another play. He gets about 3 on that, and doesn't look like much, but 3 yards there. Hard run. Just chipping away at the Eagles. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
And positive yardage is always better than negative yardage.
Exactly.
So any chip Northview can get is great.
And then there's the fake, and they're going for the corner. Ferguson wide open.
Oh, it's good.
Touchdown. Calvin Ferguson, 2nd touchdown of the game. He gets the interception, and now this 30-yard touchdown for the Cougars. They've cut the lead to 3.
Man, and then this is just one of those nail-biter games. Fourth quarter, extremely close game right here.
De Leon going to attempt the extra point. And it's good. 35-33. And we really have we've been treated to a ball game here in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great catch. I mean, the defense was there. He was on it.
I don't know, with 4:38 left here, do you think they're going to go for the onside kick or just play defense right now?
Honestly, I think they're just going to play defense right now and try to run the clock. I mean, they don't have that big of a lead, but still, they may just start chipping away.
You know, Seymour, the last two possessions, Northview stopped them, and Northview scored. So I think if either way they go, I think they're going to be perfectly fine. And we'll see what they do. De Leon's getting ready to line up to kick it. Dennis De Leon is one of the lovable characters of this Northview Academy football team, and he's got the pink cleats. It looks like he's lining up for the onside kick. And exactly, I had this idea that he was going to do that. Didn't say it, and let's see. Oh, they wrapped him up well. 29-yard line will be roughly where it is. And I think that was a good play call.
Yeah, I would say so.
You know, fake them, let them know that they're going to kick the onside kick, and then don't do it.
Once again, another player down on the field with a cramp on Seymour's team.
I know normally, you know, certain teams are hydrated well more than others, you know, in the professional level.
Right.
I know in high school you see, normally it's about even because, you know, teams don't really have more resources than others, especially in the public level.
Yeah, and sometimes it makes me think if Northview is getting less cramps on the field because of how hard they've worked over the summer during the off time.
Yeah.
And just, you know, general hydration on that field.
I think that is exactly, you know, I agree with that 100%. And I also wonder, too, with this being an away game for Seymour, when you're away and then you had a big lead and then now you've lost the lead, you know, if you start to kind of get in your own head, if that kind of has, you know, a psychological edge to it as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's getting walked off, and Seymour, looks like Gibson's still in the backfield at running back for the Eagles. He's had a big second half.
Yeah, he has.
Northview, the last two possessions, has done a good job of slowing him down. I don't have any wood to knock on here, but they're going to hand the ball off to him, and they do a pretty good job there of stopping him.
Yeah, he's brought down really quickly on that.
He's going to get about a yard, very minimal gain. And if you're a Seymour fan, you just want to see that clock. Just keep on running, 40-second play clock. Northview still with 2 timeouts. I don't really know if they're going to use them. Seymour still got 1 timeout. I probably would keep the timeouts as late as possible. And they're going to hand it to him again. And he's going to fight. He's going to be about a yard short. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1, it looks like, depending on where they spot the ball. And, yeah, it's going to be – no, they marked him as a 1st down. Might have been a generous spot.
Yeah, looks like Corday Keeley, number 34, is brought off of the field.
So Seymour going to line it up here. Once again, first down and 10, 38-yard line. Right at 3 minutes left. And Gibson, again, he's going to fight for about 3, maybe 4.
Again, another one of those running plays where the Northview Cougars bring them down really quickly. Their defense has progressed since the last game.
Yeah, the defense really has improved since the Pigeon Forge game. There were some minor adjustments that, needed to be made, and they were made. And, with these in-county games, it's always going to be, a lot of pride on the line. Seymour fighting really hard tonight. Northview fighting really hard.
Yeah.
And if you're a football fan, this has just been an excellent game to watch, regardless of how this game turns out.
Yeah, and the good thing about those defensive adjustments is that it's early in the season. We have time for those adjustments, so that's really good on Northview's coaches.
Yeah, and, we were talking about baseball, the Seymour rivalry in baseball. The same rivalry in basketball exists big time, especially in the girls basketball. We play Seymour. I think we played Seymour 4 or 5 times last year in basketball. And it's always big, big games. So Seymour, 2nd and 7. They're going to hand it off to Gibson again. And he's met at the line. No gain. Antoine Humphrey on the tackle.
Yeah, number 52, Damian Ravelis, brings him down quickly on that running play.
And Northview just took a timeout. And that's their last. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Eagles. Cougars doing a really good job.
Yeah, they're holding him.
Holding in the 4th quarter.
And if they can keep holding him, we have 2:59 on the clock. It would put Northview in a pretty good position to get ahead of Seymour.
Yeah, and this is a big point right here in the game. If Seymour doesn't get this first down, they're kind of in the same predicament they were in earlier.
Yeah, it looks like our student section down there is getting pretty hyped up.
Yeah, this is the most hype our student section's been.
It's like the cheerleaders and band are up there cheering with them.
Cheerleaders, band, and the dance team. And they're making noise. I don't know if you can hear it, but the ground is shaking up here. 3rd and 7.
Ooh, and they're going to run it.
And he's going the wrong way, and a bad idea to the 28-yard line.
Defensive
he
play
lost
by the Cougars.
13 yards on that play.
Yeah, number 1, Alec Brown. He was trying to get around us, but he just didn't quite get around.
And so now Seymour's going to have to punt.
Yeah, they're taking a giant risk if they don't punt it, but And
I feel for him right there.
Yeah.
You want to do the best you can to get the yards back, and sometimes you don't even think about it till it's an afterthought. Just go down and don't lose as many yards. But they're lined up in punt formation. Northview got 2 return men back. Calvin Ferguson's going to be 1, and it looks like Marshall's. Oh, and it's over his head. It's over his head, and he fumbles it. And it's a safety.
There we go.
It's a 35-35 game. Northview's going to get the ball back. Sizemore, it looks like, was the one. And it was Marshall. Sizemore made the big play there.
Yeah, first it went over his head, and then he started to fumble it in the end zone, and that's really what gave it away and gave us that time to tackle him in that end zone.
And they're going to spot the ball at the 1-yard line instead of calling safety. So it will be 35-33. A lot of fans down here not happy with that call.
No, not at all.
1:51 left. But all the Cougars have to do is put the ball into the end zone. And Phillips going to go right up the middle. Easy
Nice.
touchdown. Easy touchdown. And that's going to make it 39-35. This has been a wild second half.
Yes, it has.
So De Leon is about, well, we're going to see. No, he's not. I'm sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Northview going to go for 2 here. If they make it, it'll be a 41-35 game. Phillips keeps it. And he gets
it.
in.
It's good.
41-35.
Great 2-point by Phillips right there. And again, just like what we were talking about earlier, if Northview did get this touchdown in 2-point, which they did, it puts them in a really good position with the clock. I mean, they've been able to hold the Eagles really well.
Yeah, this fourth quarter, big adjustment. A big adjustment for Northview on defense. You know, you never like to say sometimes like the way the Eagles came out in the first of the third quarter and scored the touchdown. Sometimes you need that, you know, get punched in the face so you see reality.
Yeah, and like some of the fans were saying, it just looks like Seymour's defense is burnt out.
Yeah, they definitely are. And they're gonna have to do something here with 1:48. There's still plenty of time for the Eagles, but right now, the momentum 100% on the Northview side. And I don't know if you play CFB 25.
Oh, yeah.
Stadium pulse right now here at the Cougar Coliseum is at 100%.
It's kicked off.
Oh, and that's not a
and it's going behind him
he
again, and they
fumbles
get
it
him
again.
down.
And it's still down. We'll see. Eagles are covered, but it's going to be at the 15-yard line.
Yeah. And it looks like Sizemore was there once again.
Dylan Sizemore, or not Dylan.
Marshall.
Marshall Sizemore. Sorry, I was thinking of Marshall's brother who just graduated. Marshall Sizemore, big game as well. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 15. I have never seen the Cougar Coliseum this hopped up before.
No. Like
Ever.
you said, that stadium pulse.
It's at 100 right now.
Oh, yeah.
And that quarterback, they brought in a new quarterback. He goes deep. And he goes about 5 yards over.
Yeah, that pass was way over him.
And that's Guffey in there. And it's going to be 2nd down, 1:40 left.
Makes you think if that stadium pulse has an effect on the Eagles down there.
And Ron Burgundy's out here to the right, and he's going nuts.
Oh, yeah. He wants in.
He's giving the Cougars the thumbs up. And the crowd here rumbling. And it's 2nd down, and he's going to go long
Another
again.
deep pass.
And
and it's good.
And he's pushed out of bounds. The safety was in a really good spot to intercept the pass, and that looks like Sizemore. He's limping a little bit.
Yeah. Man, and right before that throw, I mean, these bleachers were rumbling so much you can hardly hear yourself talk.
So Seymour, 1:30, 1st and 10 on the Northview 46. And they're going to remain going to the air.
Another pass.
And this one's intercepted.
Intercepted.
Sizemore with the interception. And he's still going. There's a flag down. And he finally goes down. about the 43.
Yeah, and what an amazing interception by Sizemore again after seeing him limping.
We're going to see what the penalty is. It'll probably be on the Cougars on the return. If it is, regardless, we're about to find out. And it is a hold on the return. Still first down. Minute 15 left. Seymour only has one timeout. They can stop the clock once. All the Cougars need to do is down the ball, and that's it. This has been a classic game, one of the best high school games I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a close game all the way around for both teams here.
You know, you had a fabulous start if you're a Northview fan, and it's been like a bowl, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you start high, you in the middle of it. Seymour looked like they had it, and then all of a sudden, second half, the Cougars just storm out of nowhere, and that's what makes these games so memorable.
Yeah, we did not give up, and Seymour came out. Oh. Yeah, Seymour came out with some aggression, and, I mean, they were not expecting that. Just talking to some of the dudes in the cafeteria, I mean, they were not expecting Seymour to come out like this, but they did.
Yeah, they did.
And we responded, too.
You know, I think Mike Tyson has a saying, and I'm not 100% how it goes, but, you know, everybody wants to be a fighter until they get hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
And, you know, both teams have hit each other in the mouth tonight a whole lot. And this is like a heavyweight fight, and looks like Northview, you know, Seymour just called their last time out. They got to down the ball about 2 more times, and then that's it. Game over. So Phillips, victory formation here.
And they're kneeling.
And he takes the kneel, and that should be a penalty right there. The refs let that one go. Normally, you're not allowed to touch the kneeled player.
Yeah. And now we're at less than a minute on the clock.
And Northview will not have to snap this ball until there's about 19 seconds left, and then one more and it's done. So the Cougars are going to go away with this one, and that's going to do it right here. The clock is going to run out, and this is going to be a standing ovation and a crazy crowd of Cougar faithful. So the last 20 seconds, we don't even have to count it down. You can just listen to it.
Oh, yeah. Man, what an amazing game both teams. I mean, they were just fighting.
This was a great, great victory for the Cougars. It was a victory they needed. This was a well-fought game by the Seymour Eagles.
Yeah.
Can't say much more. It's like I said earlier, one of the best games I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely a confidence booster for the Cougars early in the season.
And, you know, for all our Seymour fans out there, we really appreciate you tuning in. Hope to see you soon in basketball. And hope everybody had a good night. And we will see you guys soon.